Yo. I say YouTube. I say YouTube. Good morning. So far, it's a good morning. And as always, if it's your first time rocking with the boy, I'll be the KING SPR 33. That be me, King Spree. And you locked in one of the realest, they tell me. Reporting live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. They're telling me the weather about 57 degrees outside, a little on the warm side. Well, it's still cold, but you know what I mean. No clouds in the sky, praise to the Most High. Bedside, do a nah, y'all don't want that. And as always, watch out for that mixtape, baby. I promise you, it's coming soon. And I promise you gonna love it. Tinder Swindler. Before we get into this topic, please do me a favor and like the video. Each and every like really does matter. Helps with the algorithm. Like, throw a comment in there for the boy, man. What y'all feel about Tinder Swindler, the Netflix documentary, or Netflix, documentary. Tell me how y'all feel about it. Did y'all like it? Did you not like it? Did you expect what happened? Did you not expect it? And of course, subscribe to the kingdom. And when you subscribe, please make sure you press that notification bell on. It lets you know each and every time I'm on here talking my stuff. You hear me? So, Tinder Swindler, I saw it yesterday. First of all, was it good? Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Was I surprised? Nope. So let's get into this real quick. As I'm watching it, and I'm watching it with my lady, and of course, as most of them do, they are surprised by what's going on. She's like, whoa, wait, oh, hey, whoa, what's going on here? I would never. How the F? Well, girl, all these surprises, surprise. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching. We saw off the bat, the first girl. Before we get into like the girls, let me just say this, I Googled the girls' ages. They said that the ages were 27, 35 on the second girl, 27 on the third girl. These girls look 40. I'm not doing that to bash them. Either they lying about their age or they are not taking care. They're on drugs or something. These women look 40, and that's looking 40 with camera tricks, with Netflix special effects. They look 40. Imagine in real life. Just want to throw that out there, because they were saying 27. I'm like, no way in hell this girl 27. Anyway, the first girl, off the bat, she had a very Disney concept of like how relationships should go. The girl said she matched with over 1,100 Tinder dates. Let me ask you a question, ladies and gents. You think she went on 1,100 Tinder dates and slept with nobody? She smashed the Prince Charming, in her opinion, the first night. That means that she has gone through at least 100 to 200 men of sleeping with them. I know that sounds like a crazy number, but I promise you, when a lot of girls get in that 27, 28 range, especially the ones that were sold this fantasy, or later, early 30s is another danger zone, and they still looking for hubbies, they still looking for that fairy tale white picket fence style life, they running through the bodies. They figure they'll give sex in hopes of getting love. And then men give love in hopes of getting sex. And the cycle just continues. So they running through the bodies, right? So then we'll speak about, she had a very Disney style or Disney approach to how she viewed relationships. Crazy. Talking about, oh, he had the Rolls Royce and he had this and he had that, and it was so magical. We went to a coffee date, which led to a private jet. Now, I'll give you this. That he did a good job of setting it up. He did a good job of having everything lined up. I was saying to myself, how's he financing all this shit? something got to be real, because how's he financing all this shit? So I was like, oh, he did a real good job of setting it up. Now, granted, you shouldn't lead with your money ever. And if you choose to do that, then you're going to get a certain type of woman. So back to this girl, she's thinking, damn, I really got lucky. But here's my question for the ones that think they got lucky. You think that the Prince of Zamunda, or in this case, the Prince of the diamond industry, you think that out of all the women in the world that he has access to, whether he's going to nightclubs, whether he's going to dinners, whether he's going to his own social circle, whether he's dating clients' daughters, whether all the access he has, you think that he needs to be on Tinder? But more importantly, the women in the video, not like drop dead gorgeous dimes. He would be dating models. Why would he choose you, the girl from the local bakery? Why would he choose you, the girl that works at Capital One, call receptionist? Why would he choose the girl working the front desk at LA Fitness? And it just really made me think like, yo, a lot of these women's minds are just messed up. They really do believe that in their world that they are some type of royalty and a prince has to slay the dragon to get to them. Baby, out of all the women in the world, and this is going to be a longer video, out of all the women in the world, this man's going to come choose you? With all the options this guy has, with all the celebrity connects, private jets, he's going to come get you? Y'all really be watching these movies too hard, man. And the media and movies in particular, let's take Grey's Anatomy, right? Matter of fact, all the things Shonda Rhimes does, all the movies and shows, they put it so that like they advertise to the average woman. They make the average woman think that they can get Superman. That's why Lois Lane looks drastically different than Superman. They make the most average girl believe that they deserve a top 1%, 0.5% guy. That means that guy needs to be in shape. But she could be bad bodied, but you got to be in shape. He has to have money. He has to look good. He has to have connections, power, respect in the industry. He has to have all these, dress well. He has to be smart, intelligent, all these things while you work at the pizzeria. Now, for the women that have all those things, yes, they should expect and deserve said man. But for the women that are average to below average, which is who they're marketing to, because there's more of them than there is of the other, y'all gotta be realistic. Y'all gotta be realistic. You're not settling for nothing. You are who you are. If you are a 4 or 5 type of woman, then you should get a 4 or 5 type of guy. In what world could I have no skills? Not saying these girls have no skills, but I mean, to be honest, could I have, as a man, if I had no education, I got a little bullshit associate's degree, right? Which I work hard for, don't get it twisted. But I got a little bullshit associate's degree. In what world do I think that I deserve a 6-figure job? How can I have low skill set, no connections, no real work history to speak of, no real assets, and I think I deserve a 6-figure job? Now, do I want a 6-figure job? Do I want to make more money? Of course. But if I ain't doing no work, then that's a mute point. Back to the women. If you are doing the bare minimum, just getting by, you're not. Dog, y'all girls got to stop lying to each other about how good y'all look. Y'all girls are average at best. Kevin Samuels already done told y'all. And I mean no disrespect, because some of these girls out here are bad. Some of these girls, they don't have no job. They don't do nothing, but they bad. They bad. Those are the girls that should expect to have access to the guys that have a lot of money. That one girl from around the way that was just like naturally bad, bro. Like, she was bad when she was young and y'all was in high school together, and she just got matured into her badness. Imagine somebody like Kerry Washington, right? That like bad no matter what. What's that supermodel name? Adriana, something like that. That's bad no matter what. We ain't got to discuss it. That's bad, right? And there are others too that are on a local level that are bad. But the girl that got love, and listen, I like a bigger woman, but the girl that is out of shape, the girl that got fucking pimples everywhere, the girl that got that guy that's really short, the girl that don't know how to dress, the girl that has an overbite, which the first one did, the girl that has all these fucking imperfections, which we all have imperfections, but you got a lot of them. How the fuck could you expect a top tier guy? So already off the bat, I was like, yo, what's up with them expecting? How could they even believe this? If somebody called me right now today and was like, hey, you had an uncle that died and he left you $5 million. All you got to do is call this number and put your information in to collect it. I'm already like, first of all, what? Like, why is it so random? That's one. Two, uncle, I only got one, and he wasn't no rich guy, right? Three, why would he leave me? We ain't had no relationship like that. My point I'm making to you is that if it sounds too good to be true, it is. It always is. But the problem is, the girls in this video wanted it to be true. They wanted it to be true. The only girl that I kind of felt sorry for was the middle girl, the older one, because he approached her on a friendship tip, so it seemed, and just as a friend, she was trying to, help this dude out, and he swindled her. But the other two girls that are looking for love, nah, bruh, yeah, that's part of the game. Which leads me to my next point. Everything this dude did was called game. Ladies, and I know a lot of ladies don't watch this channel, but I'm gonna talk to you anyway. Ladies, let me throw something into you. Game is the ability for a person to be what the other person wants them to be and needs them to be at the time. Every guy you meet is running some sort of game, even if they don't even know how to run game. You know how many dudes when you first meet somebody, you're not even meeting them. You meeting their representative. You meeting the best version of them on a date. There's girls I know that are freaking Disney fairy tale minded. And I be sitting here looking like, don't they know that you're always going to have these problems with men? You're always going to be, oh, I met a guy, we dated for a month, 2 months, maybe even 3 months. It was great, and all of a sudden started to dwindle down. Oh, I met a guy, it was great, but then all of a sudden he got a emergency. All of a sudden he got to move out of nowhere. Dog, there was one time there was a story told to me, well, not to me, but I heard of a story where girls dating a guy, and the guy said after 2 months of dating or 2 months of talking, I guess he smashed. The guy tells the girl that he got a job offer that he has to move immediately for. And by immediately, that night. He has to move immediately that night. Then another guy, she went to go visit this dude, and after months of talking online, and I guess the dude would fly over and smash and do what he got to do. After months of doing that, and he was done with what he had to do, she went to go visit him. And the dude said he broke his foot at the gym, so he can't come. Mind you, he didn't say it until she landed. Bro, I can't make this shit up. So my point is that these women already have a mindset where they want to believe something because they're desperate. What Rihanna said, desperado. Sitting in bruh. That's exact. A lot of these women are desperate. Now, this doesn't apply to every woman. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. Don't apply, let it fly. But it does apply. It does apply to y'all. A lot of y'all. Y'all are desperate, and these men can see it. Bro, anybody on Tinder well, I can't say anybody, but most people on Tinder, they're looking for a hookup. Most people on any app. If you're talking to a man from an app, I want to say something to y'all ladies, because y'all might not know this. Every self-respecting man that can get women, that's attractive, whatever, and they're on these websites, they're looking to smash. That's what it is. They're looking to get their numbers up. They're looking to become Wilt Chamberlain in the game. They Pee Wee Kirkland. That's what it is. They're looking to be a legend in 2 games. There ain't no exception to that rule. Now, the other guys that are not looking to smash, that are looking for relationships, those are lames. Those are lames that can't speak to women in real life. Those are keyboard warriors that can't speak to women in real life. The women got this weird, when women get boyfriends or they're talking to guys, they got this, or even husbands, they got this weird perception in their mind about like their guy is like, it's like the special guy. Their guy slayed the dragons to get to them. Baby, You lame and he lame. There's a reason why he couldn't approach you in the grocery store, or approach you at the marketplace, or approach you in a lounge or a dinner or a nightclub. That's because he's nervous. His palms get sweaty around the women. His daddy's a sucker. His grandpa was a sucker. And the suckerness continued for generations. And then y'all end up dating, God forbid, marrying these keyboard warriors. And then get mad when this guy ain't the guy you thought he was. How the fuck could it be the guy you thought he was when y'all met on motherfucking Farmers Unite? When y'all met on Christian Mingle? When y'all met on various websites that coffee meets sesame seed bagel, whatever the fuck these things are named. Could it be the guy when you met him in a fucking website? Now, can you find guys on websites? Yeah, you can. Is there a chance? Yeah, there's a chance. The same way there's a chance that if I put a token into a slot machine and I ring the little lever, I could become a millionaire. Yeah, there's a chance. What's the likelihood though? It's slim. It's very slim. So I didn't feel too sorry for the girls, the first and the third girl, because it's just like, why would you believe that this person wants you? So even if it was true, you should already get into your bag of like, yo, let me start inspecting some shit though. Let me Google some shit. Yeah, this is all nice, but I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. And the first time this man would have said something about money, I'd have been like, nah, baby, I'm sorry about that. There ain't no way in hell you brokering $70 million deals and you need to borrow $10,000. Nah, baby, I'm sorry, that ain't for me. I don't give a fuck if I believe every word he said before then. The second he would have said, and the crazy thing is that guys do this in real life and on Instagram. They talk about how they making so much money and they got jewelry, watches, and they going to dinners and they doing all the stuff. Yet they gotta borrow $100. Yet they gotta borrow $10,000. And hold on, let me. I keep it a buck. I'm not too good to borrow. I borrow money all the time because I'm broke. And I got some friends that really help me out in a pinch. So listen, I'm not gonna act like I'm too good to borrow. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I also ain't pretending I'm rich. I also ain't pretending I'm brokering $70 million deals. That's a red flag if I need to borrow $10,000, but I'm $70 million coming back. It's like, and mind you, these girls wanted to believe it so bad that they would keep giving loans, keep taking out loans, keep playing this game, and then be like sitting here crying. The first girl was crying about the situation and said that she still loved him even though she found out all this shit. Well, then that proves to me that you were desperate for love, and any guy that would have came, you would have been down for that. Any guy could have pulled the wool over your eyes because you were desperate. Bro, you could see the fucking desperation in her mannerisms. You could see the desperation in her, dog. I'm sitting here like, yo, this gotta be a joke. Like, how could she be so desperate? And then for the guys watching it that think that, nah, there's no way girls think like that. They do. A lot of them do. A lot of them are not savvy to how the world works. Their daddy didn't teach them the game. They had no brothers to put them on game. A lot of these girls don't have no idea of how this works. They really do believe that any guy that's cute, that approaches them, that there's no, there got to be a reason why he approached me. He loves me. It's meant to be. It's in the cards. They're not looking at it like, oh, if he's attractive and he has all these things going for him, everybody else can see this too. Why is he choosing me? Why is he now? Once again, if you're the kind of woman that is used to getting attractive men because you're an attractive woman and you have a bunch of qualities that are attractive, that's a different story. Then you are used to that. That's what you deserve, and you go for that. But for the girl working at Quickie Mart, and no disrespect to the girls working at Quickie Mart, I'm sure there's a bunch of beautiful girls there too, but you got to kind of know, you got to perform some self-inventory and know where you stand on the pecking order. If you're not a girl that's seen as like that girl, and you know if you're that girl, bro, let's stop the stupid shit. If you're not that girl, you can't expect that guy. Period. You know how y'all like saying period? Period. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of that to me was just like a bunch of like, it was just weird behavior, man. And I'm just looking like, well, yeah, I guess he's a Tinder swindler, but from my point of view, that's just game. That's just running game. All game is being who you want them to be at that time they want you to be and need you to be it. Guys run game. If your last boyfriend was of a different religion and he made you do all this, guess what I'm gonna say? Oh, I'm the complete opposite. If your last boyfriend loved blue and hated red, guess what? I love red and I hate blue. If your last boyfriend was a vegan and made you eat nothing but healthy food and never let you have a good time, guess what? We eating steak today, baby. We eating all kind of carbs there. If your last boyfriend was really into himself and he kept the beard perfect and he put the makeup on and all this other some of these dudes be doing, then guess what? Bro, I'm a caveman. Whatever he was, I'm the opposite. You know why? Because I know you looking for something different. That's how you run game. That's how game is ran. Now, of course, you don't tell him that because you're running game. The car shark doesn't tell the person he's scamming how to go about doing it. The lion don't teach the gazelle how to get away. Why would I do that? Now, if the gazelle figures it out, then one got away. I go to the next. That's how game is ran. Period. Like, I don't even understand how so even though I see this documentary and I'm sure a lot of girls are like, that would never happen to me. I would never do that because, all these red flags. Yes, you would. You're probably doing it in your regular life right now. Money is just not involved. But time's involved. Your car's involved. Your apartment's involved. Your body's involved. They're getting something out of you and they're just running game. Now, once again, if you are the high quality woman that gets the high quality man, then you deserve that. That is your thing. But if you are a woman if you the damsel in distress that's walking in the crowd, rushing to work, you drop your folder and all the papers fall out and people are stepping over you, you not the girl that's gonna get Brad Pitt, bruh. Brad Pitt ain't gonna come help you with your papers and say, yo, can we go for coffee one day? No, that's movies. Going back to Grey's Anatomy, like I said, they market to the average woman. Meredith Grey, the character, was possibly a below average woman, besides the fact that she was a doctor. But in that world of how she looked, she wasn't no stunner. The stunner was the model girl. She wasn't no stunner. But the fact they are marketing to the average woman to make them believe that they can do and get anything, because they know that's going to be their consumer, has these women thinking that, oh, even in real life, I should have that. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Anyway, this is a long video, man. Kind of got a little bit off topic. Not really. I stayed on topic, but anyway, like the video if you made it this far. Please subscribe to the kingdom. Press the subscribe button. We're going to keep having content coming all through the year. Keep growing the channel. Man, we're doing car vlogs for right now, and eventually we're going to go to something else. But long story short, y'all here for me anyway. Y'all here to hear me talk my For the ones that do stay this long, I appreciate y'all. Watch the whole video. For the ones that have not, eventually they'll come around. Anyway, this has been a message brought to you by the good people over here at Spree ENT. It's going to all make sense real soon.